Hello there, you're watching the Financial Files and I'm your host, Kerrie. Today's topic is budgeting. Okay, budgets might sound boring and tedious, and yeah, I can think of more fun ways to spend my evening, but figuring out where all your money goes and then how to save some will help enable you to do the fun things you'd rather be doing, like traveling or buying a house or paying off debt to get that stress out of your life. So let's go over the 4 types of budget plans I have for you. We'll start with an old school budget method, the envelope system. This is especially good if you like to pay for things in cash. Begin by determining how much you typically spend or want to spend in categories like rent, groceries, and entertainment. Label an envelope for each category and put your selected amount of cash in it. Once you use the money in that envelope, you're done for the month, or you borrow from a different envelope. If you have bills you don't pay for in cash, you have to account for those too. This method might sound antiquated for today's world, but online banking software is available to do something similar in a digital way. The 50-30-20 plan is great for keeping things simple. There are just 3 spending categories to keep track of: necessary expenses, discretionary expenses, and financial goals. 50% of your budget goes to necessities like food and a roof over your head. 30% goes to lifestyle costs like the gym and streaming services. I mean, to me, that's a necessity, but for budget purposes, it's not. And 20% goes to goals like paying off debt, building savings, or investing. These percentages are not rock solid. Like if you want to focus on paying off debt, maybe you lower your lifestyle percentage and up your financial goal contributions. The zero-based system is like the modern update to the envelope system. No cash, no envelopes. It's all about giving a purpose to every dollar you earn. You will likely have many categories and a lot to keep track of with this method, but it's good for detail-oriented people who want to know exactly what all their money is doing. If you overspend in one category, then you got to take money away from another category. Any leftover money is assigned to savings or investing or whatever goal you have for your money. This method is especially good for people who prefer to use their credit cards to pay for everything. With the pay yourself first method, make sure that your savings and debt goals are met first. So when you get your paycheck, you set money aside for savings and debt before anything else. Then the remainder goes to expenses. Once your priorities and expenses are handled, leftover money can be used for fun. You don't have to keep track of exactly where your money is going with this method, so it's a little simpler in that regard, but you must make sure you don't run out of cash for the month. It might be better to avoid credit cards with this system because they don't give you an accurate view of what you have left in your bank account. A budget only works if you follow through. Make sure you choose a budgeting method that works for you, and if it feels like it's going to be pure misery, you will quit it like a fad diet. Believe that. Track your spending and review your transactions at least once a week so you know if adjustments are needed. Use a budgeting app to keep everything organized, and it's a good idea to evaluate your budget every 6 months or so just to make sure it's still working for you. And finally, keep those big goals in sight. Focusing on why you are doing all this hard work and where you want to end up will help you stay motivated. One final way to help your budget is by building your credit. High credit scores can save you so much money with lower interest rates on credit cards, personal loans, mortgages, car loans, you get me. You can monitor your credit, get more tips on improving your credit, check your scores, and even raise your credit scores with Experian. And that's budgeting. It takes some work, but it will be worth it in the end. Track those expenses, find a budget method that works for you, and start reaching those financial goals sooner. Speaking of budgets, that is all the time I have budgeted towards this video. Thanks for watching, you guys. Like and subscribe and follow, and I will see you next time right here on the Financial Files.